Hello, today I want to talk about rational decision making for subject ATF 10103 L3. And hello, my name is FARZANA Hanim Syazlin BINTI MOHAMED JOHAR. My matrix number is A23A1744. Welcome to my creative presentation. The table of content is first a brief explanation of the approach. Second, your viewpoint about the approach in today's context. Next, related example. Next, advantage and disadvantage. Next, conclusion and reference. First is about me. My name is FARZANA Hanim Syazlin binti Mohamed Johar. My student ID is A23A1744. My program is Sarjana Muda Keusahawanan Peruncitan dengan Kepujian. My subject is Asas Pengurusan ATF 10103 and my faculty is Fakulti Keusahawanan dan Perniagaan for semester 1. First, the rational decision making refers to the systematic and logical process that individuals use to make choice that align with their goods and reference. It involves gathering relevant information, evaluating options, weighing pros and cons, and choosing the most reasonable course of action based on available evidence and one's values. Also, the best process of solving the problem by identifying alternative solutions, selecting the best alternative, and implementing those alternatives based on decision-making, values, and priorities. An iterative and continuous process because every decision needs to be seen to be effective. It should also be tailored to the business plan or organizational environment. Rational decision making assumes that those who make decisions automatically maximize the advantage, benefit to themselves, and minimize the potential cost of making any decision. Decision making by Herbert Simon deviates from the classical economy model, which assumes that decision makers have unlimited information and can make optimal choice. Simon argues that in the real-world situation, individual and organizational face limitations in processing information. This led him to introduce the concept of bound rationality. The view of approach in the context of rational decision-making is a systematic process that involves identifying and evaluating alternatives to choose the best course of action. This approach assumes that decision-makers are rational individuals who seek to maximize their benefit and minimize their costs. According to this approach, decision-making should be based on gathering and analyzing relevant information, evaluating various alternatives, and choosing the option that maximizes efficiency and effectiveness. It is involved breaking down complex problems into smaller, manageable parts and using logical reason to evaluate the pros and cons of each alternative. The next part is related example. For example, company A offer a higher salary and provide more growth opportunities, but it is in another city, requiring me to relocate and leave my current support system. On the other hand, company B offers a slightly lower salary but has a better work-life balance and is in my current city. To consider various factors such as financial stability, career growth, personal priorities, and long-term goals. Rational decision-making have a process. First, identify a problem. Second, identifying the decision criteria. Next, allocating weights to criteria. Next, developing alternative. Next, analyzing alternative. Next, selecting best alternative. Next, implementing the alternative. And the last one is evaluating decision effectiveness. First process is identify a problem. The financial aspects, including salary, benefits, and overall financial stability of each offer present. This provides a basic understanding of the profitability associated with each opportunity I will receive. The next process is identifying decision criteria. I will research both companies, their industry, and their company's prospect. I am looking for info about both companies to get more accurate information. The next step is allocating weights to criteria. Next step is to assign weights to each criterion to reflect their relative importance. This step helps in giving more weights to the criteria that are more important to me. The next process is developing alternatives. To develop different alternatives that can address the problem at hand. In my case, the two alternatives are accept a job from company A or to accept job offer from company B. And then analyzing alternative. I will compare the salary and benefit offered by both company. In addition, I evaluate the potential for career growth and advancement in each organization. The next process is select the best alternative based on the analysis and considering the weight given to each criterion. I compare the performance of each alternative against the criteria and choose the one the best meets my needs and preference. And the next is the best alternative is selected. I choose to accept a job offer from company A. This is because if the salary does not match their needs, employees will look for a job with another company that can meet their expectation to maintain the quality of the life. And the last process is evaluating decision effectiveness. In the decision making process is to evaluate the effectiveness of the decision made. This involves reflecting on the outcome of the decision and evaluating whether it has met the desired goal and expectation. And the next part is advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of rational decision making is that it promotes objectivity. By carefully considering facts, data, and logical reasoning, individuals can make decisions that are not influenced by emotion or bias. A rational decision-making process allows individuals to consider various options and evaluate objectively. This helps to uncover potential alternatives and evaluate their strengths and weaknesses. Advantages of making rational decisions can be time-consuming, especially when multiple options need to be considered and evaluated. This is said to be a weakness in situations where quick decisions are needed, such as during a crisis or when there are time constraints. The weakness of rational decision-making is that it relies heavily on the collection of information and data. However, there is a risk of information overload, which is where individuals are overwhelmed by the amount of information available. In conclusion, making rational decisions has pros and cons. On the positive side, it encourages objectivity and consideration of multiple options. Objective analysis of facts and data help ensure that decisions are based on sound evidence and not influenced by personal bias. Rational decision-making also allows individuals to assess the consequence of each choice, which can lead to better problem solving and long-term planning.